Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Sunday, November 19th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 1 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit animal, we are rocking with the bear energy. So when it comes to the bear, you guys, the bear comes up a lot. And recently someone commented and mentioned that the bear is one of their favorite spirit animals, and the bat, I think. I don't remember the details to it, but what I think I remembered was the person talking about how the bear was multifaceted. I think that was said. And I was like, wow, that's true. I never saw it that way. And also too, when I look at the whole hibernation aspect of the bear, I think of it as intuitive, like, being intuitive, introspective with the whole hibernation part. And when I look at the bear coming up as a spirit animal, it's bringing me to reflection, but at the same time, it's like strength. Because the bear is so powerful, because the bear could be so vicious if need be. So this energy brings me to recognizing that we have way more power than than some of us are aware of. But at the same time, even though we have all that power, it's not always necessary, in the sense that I think about little clips that I'll see where the bear might be in someone's yard and someone's escaping them out the gate. And the bear, and one video I saw where the bear did actually like claw the person and scratch them real good. But like, the bears can really harm these people if they choose to, but they choose not to. Instead, they leave peacefully. So with the bear showing up as a spirit animal, it's bringing me to discernment. It's bringing me to reflection. Something about the energies today, and then also to the energies in the day, adds up and reduces to number 1 vibration. So the energies adding up to the number 1, the number 1 deals with ego, and there's a lot of ego in the day because today is the 11th month, that's the number 1 amplified. Today's the 19th, that's the number 1 energy. And then the energies in the day adding up to number 1 vibration. But with the number 9 being a part of the day, the 19th, it brings me to more like passive aggressive behavior, because the number 9 could be passive. The number 1 is aggressive. So there is a passive aggressive vibe to the day, but overall I feel the whole 1 energy is aggressive, but it feels more passive aggressive. It doesn't feel like, it feels more passive aggressive, I would say. And for some of us, there might not be a passive aggressive encounter. For some of us, it might be a little bit different of energies. But I look at where the moon is, and the moon is in Aquarius. And with the moon in Aquarius, the moon is being positively aspected by Mercury in Sagittarius and Venus in Libra. So it brings me to the whole optimistic, adventurous, and wanting to connect with others vibe, where it's like the moon, the inner world, is in that space. So it brings me to like the curiosity of the bear and wondering, what is that, or what's happening over there, where you see the bears swimming in the pool and just having a good time. with the moon and Aquarian energy, it brings me to that, like the inner world is in a space where it might be a little bit erratic, going from one extreme to the next, and at the same time wanting to be social and connect with others. But the moon is also a part of a T-square between Sun conjunct Mars in Scorpio and Uranus in Taurus. And when it comes to the T-square being made to the moon, it brings me to power struggle and control. And with the whole power struggle and control, it brings me to the whole passive aggressive thing that I was mentioning earlier, where the number 9 being a part of the day and the number 9 being passive, but the number 1 is aggressive. So I think about how the moon is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is a fixed energy, and the T-square is being made towards fixed energies. So I think of the fixed energy, and with moon in Aquarius, it's like fixed way of thinking, fixed way of seeing things. And so fixed way of thinking and seeing things to the point that we only want to associate ourselves with others who validates that reality because we're so fixated on our thoughts. So I think of with Aquarian energy, you know, being associated with all these different groups, but it's all these different groups that validate our fixed ways of thinking about certain things. And I look at the positive aspects being made between Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Libra. So it's like curious, diverse, optimistic energy, wanting to explore, but at the same time, we want to explore and interact with others, but then we show up with our fixed ways of being and doing. So in some cases, you know, some of us won't let our ego get the best of us, and we'll put it in check because we'll feel it wanting to dominate a certain situation. And then in other cases, you know, some might not be able to put the ego in check, and instead the ego gets the best. And then in other situations, I think of like the vibe where it's like, you know, someone is coming for you, but they're acting like they're not coming for you. It's like it's like nice, nasty is the vibe that I'm getting. Is another energy that I'll feel with the day, because it's like power and control is definitely a thing, and people wanting to be social is another thing. But at the same time, you know, there's not going to be a lot of directness, more passiveness. And when I look at this card, the 5 of Pentacles in the reversal position, 5 of Pentacle energy in the reversal position. So with the 5 of Pentacle energy, the 5 of Pentacle in the upright position shows these people leaving from somewhere, and they're leaving in the snow. So obviously the risk was worth taking. But in the reversal position, I get the vibe of like someone wanting to make a change, but is afraid to make the change. So with the number 5 energy, the number 5 still deals with sudden and unexpected change. So with the sudden and unexpected aspect of the number 5 energy, it brings me to, yes, something happening, but at the same time, instead of going with the flow of what happened, instead we resist it. So I think of, say, how the number 5 energy for me is an energy that brings rewards and luck, because, you know, something unexpected happens, but it brings in an opportunity for something new to come, you know, to come about. But with it in the reversal position, and also to with the bear energy, I think of like someone in their comfort like zone. And with the number 9 energy, also the day being the 19th, the number 9 is one that doesn't like change. So with these energies, it brings me to say something happens, and it's almost like an opportunity to set you free from something that you've always wanted to walk away from. It's an opportunity for a new beginning. But instead of accepting and allowing that opportunity for a new beginning, instead, it's like a person kind of like looks for a way to pull themselves back into the same old, is the vibe that I'm getting. And the sun is the ruler of the day, and the sun is in Scorpio. So with, you know, the sun being in Scorpio and Scorpio energy ruling the day, it brings me back to power and control. And when I think about the whole power and control aspect of things, I think of how sometimes some of us could sacrifice ourselves or sacrifice our needs. Or I heard the saying that's coming to mind where it's like you bite off your nose to spite your face. so that you could have control. But at the end of the day, it's like you're suffering in the process when it comes to the decision that's being made, the decision that's being made out of fear. I also think with the bear energy, the bear brings me to seasons. So it's almost like you embarking up on a new season, and there's an opportunity to move into a new season. But instead of embracing that opportunity to move into a new season within your life, like, you don't take it. So this brings me to say, you know, the person who has a situation at work and it's an opportunity to move into something else, but you don't take it, or something with a relationship or a friendship. And it's like you knew the relationship or the friendship isn't in alignment or serving your greatest good. And it's like, this is an opportunity for you to walk, put yourself first, but then you don't take it kind of vibe that I'm getting. So I'm going to be rolling the astro dice and see what comes up. So, ooh, interesting. The number 7 is what popped up with the astro dice. So definitely something around relationships for most of us. Something about relationships. It's like there's an opportunity for the relationship to enter into a new season or into a new cycle, but we don't take that opportunity. And it could be a situation where something happens in a relationship, and this is an opportunity to hold someone accountable, or maybe they're holding you accountable, and this opens up the door to have a certain conversation. And instead of having the conversation that needs to be had, because we're afraid of the having that hard conversation, or we're afraid of, afraid of something, we allow ourselves to stay stagnant, is what I'm getting. It's like being afraid. So it's like, I think of these two in the reversal position. So it's almost like, something happened and these two are out. Where it's like in the reversal position, it's like something happened and it's like, I don't want to get kicked out this relationship. I don't want to get kicked out of this connection. I don't want to be pushed out. So I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm not going to say something. And to me, it's like allowing, like I said, it's like not allowing for a new season of one's life, not allowing oneself to move into the new season. Because with the bear energy, I'm getting that, like, you're that bear, you have that strength, you have that, diverse abilities within you. And there's never a reason where you have to stay stuck in anything that doesn't serve your greatest good. And it just brings me back to faith. Like when it comes to the energies in today, it brings me back to a lack of faith. And I feel like with the number 1 energy, that's something that the number 1 struggles with, because the number 1 is the I am. And I think of the number 1 as the ego. And it's like, in order for us to see ourselves, we see ourselves based on the things that we own, the people that we're associated with. Hence why people who are strongly associated with the number 1 tends to see the people that they love almost as an extension of themselves. So it's like if you disrespect that person, it's like you're disrespecting themselves personally. So it's like because we see ourselves in things outside of ourselves, it's hard for us to have faith, because it's almost like, if I can't see it, I can't believe it type of vibe. And I feel like on a day like today, if you find yourself struggling to assert yourself in a situation, or speak your truth, or stand up for yourself, blind faith, your relationship with the creator, the universe, knowing that the creator will have you, that's something that needs to be worked on. I feel like that's a focus, and that's something that needs to be worked on, is super important for today. Such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a natal chart awareness coaching session with me, or check out my exclusive weekly content only available on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. But before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a red heart in the comment box below. I would love to. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.